Welcome back here to Not Arena. My name is Adam Pohl, joined today by Mount St. Mary's guard in Sam Prescott, as it is halftime here. And Sam, this has to be a fun year for you. Of course, when you transfer in basketball, it's not this way in every sport, folks, but when you transfer in basketball, you have to sit out a year. What was that like?
It was tough. It was tough because you just sit and you practice. You feel like you're a part of the team and practice everything, but when it comes down to it, playing the games, it's really tough. You just gotta, try to hang in there and just be mentally tough and just wait for your time to come.
You have a knack for scoring the basketball. Has that always, as you've grown up, been a part of that game, that aggressiveness in getting the ball and making something happen?
Yeah, I like to make things happen on the court. I like to get myself involved in the game early and often, as much as possible. It's great when I could just impact the game the way I do sometimes.
And you were a leading scorer in your first school when you played at Marist. Well, what is the reason that you made the transfer here to Mount St. Mary's?
It just thought it would be a better fit for me. It's closer to home, and I feel like I have a better opportunity here to showcase my skills.
And of course, you've been able to get into the rotations almost as if you've been a sixth man for much of the year. Has that been a role that has excited you to be able to come in really at that first break and bring a new energy against a team that might not be ready for it?
Well, I mean, I do whatever it takes for our team to win, put us in positions to win. So if I have to come off the bench, whatever my team needs me to do, so come off the bench or just if I have to start a game, it doesn't really matter to me as long as I can come in and help my team win.
In our discussions with other players and coaches, so much has been made of your team's conditioning this year. Do you feel like you're in the best shape of your life?
Probably, yes. We've done a lot of weird things this year, conditioning-wise, and it's been beneficial. You see it in games. I think you can see it mostly when dudes on the other team are just exhausted after we run them up and down the court. So the conditioning's been good for us, and it's been beneficial.
What are some of the unique things that you've been put to the test with?
Probably the day with the mud was probably the most interesting day of my life. It was more mental than physical. Just being out there in the cold and it was muddy and everything was. It was just crazy. It's hard to put in words.
We're here with Mount St. Mary's guard Sam Prescott. And Sam, obviously, you've got an inside and outside game. Have you ever been on a team, though, that has had this many great three-point shooters?
This team has so many offensive weapons, just not on the outside, but on the inside, too, with Christian and Raven. They've done a great job this year scoring the basketball on the side, with also Taylor. But this year, the three-point shooting is just ridiculous. I mean, we have so many guards on the outside who can make things happen, and it makes it easier for me as for them, because once I penetrate and pitch, they can do the same thing, and we all get each other open shots. So it's just unselfishness, and it's a great environment to play around.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned that, because many times when you think about an up-court game, or a fast tempo game, you think about a team that has a tough time when the game slows down and therefore has a tough time getting the ball inside. You have to score in transition. Obviously, you guys get a lot of offense from your defense, but when you have to play that half-court game and slow things down, you guys feel comfortable, don't you?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of guys who can make things happen, and with the Christian being a presence inside now, it's just throwing the ball in there and let him go to work. I mean, he's shooting about 70% from the floor, so just give him the ball and play off of him or screen a roll. We do a lot of screen and rolls, so just playing and making things happen is our best part of our game right now.
Have you always been kind of in that shooting guard role, or have you ever played point guard or any post positions when you were growing up?
Well, I've moved around a lot, from being younger and playing like I was taller than most people when I was younger. So, playing like a forward and then coming to college, transitioning to a guard was tough. But I made a transition. I mean, whatever the team needs, I could bring the ball up, or, if I got to guard the big, I can guard the big. Just whatever the team needs.
And, of course, in conference play, so much excitement. You guys do so much work. It must seem like it's kind of going through quickly. But how much is the team motivated here to progress in the conference this year?
We're so ready. I think, with me and Rashad just sitting out a year, I think we brought a new life to the team. We brought that hunger that I think we needed, I think we lacked. This year it's been fun. The guys are getting after it this year, and we're going to show the league something this year.
Folks, that's Sam Prescott. And Sam, we thank you so much for being with us here today.
No problem.
We're going to take a break, and we're back with more from Mount St. Mary's. It is here at Not Arena right after this.